Good morning, everyone, and TGIF. It has been a short but crazy, crazy week. So we are here this morning in the studio with our good friend Sean from Stockroom 601 and Parks Edge Event Center, and he is going to share a lot of new and great events and activities that are going on at 601, and can't wait to hear about it. But first, we need to hear from our sponsors.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
Welcome back. So, Sean.
Hi.
So Stockroom 601, if you're not familiar, is located on Main Street in downtown Jackson, or I guess it'd be kind of downtown Jackson.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's on Main Street, on the Main Street in Jackson, right next to Manpower Park, and it's a restaurant and there's a bar, and it's got a cool vibe and stuff. So, Sean.
Yes. Hi.
Welcome back to Main Street TV. It's been a little bit, and tell us all about what's going on over at 601.
Oh my gosh, lots changed in the past year, that's for sure. I think last time I was here, we had just launched our new menu, where we started making all of our food from scratch every day, and it has been a hit. Jackson has definitely been responsive to that menu. It's been awesome. It's crazy. A year ago, I never would have. Well, whenever I accepted the position as the general manager at Stockroom 601, I never thought that I would say, we have glasses now.
Oh, and real silverware.
Real silverware.
You would not believe it. It was so exciting when we went, and it was real silverware because it just, I don't know, there's just something about real silverware. I don't know.
I'm not trying to make Stockroom fancy or anything like that by any means. I don't want, white table service. That's not what I'm going for. But I think that it's really easy to elevate a dining experience by having something as simple as a glass in your hand and a fork in your hand as well.
100%. It is not the 601 of yesteryear.
It is not.
If that's what you remember, if you haven't been there in a decade, trust me, you're going to want to go check it out.
Yeah.
Because even just in the little over a year that I've been here, I've seen a huge change.
And I don't plan on stopping.
So I have to ask, because I have my favorites on the menu.
Yep.
Okay, so what is your favorite thing on the menu?
I have several. My go-to is the Southwest chicken wrap. Almost like a lot of people love that. It's unique. You're not going to be able to find anything like it here in Jackson. It's just a combination of fresh flavors, and it's just really tasty. But I'm also, I'm a boneless wing man too. So like I can stick with the classics, the things that have been on that menu for forever, and enjoy some of the new stuff we've got as well. So.
Eric's a big fan of the wings.
Yep.
My kids are a big fan of the wings as well. That's their kind of their go-to when they go. My favorite.
Even with those wings, like, with our bone-in traditional wings, we're actually, roasting those.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like we don't get them in and just throw them in a fryer. Like we actually get raw chicken and we actually cook it and season it, and then it goes into a fryer whenever they're ordered. So like we take it seriously. Yeah, it's and a lot of people don't, because like I don't do a good job of bragging on us. I don't really like to brag, and so the food's great, but you don't really realize that until you go in, and then I think it's those attentions to detail that you can taste, see, touch, feel.
My favorite is I get the burger. I'm a big fan of the burger, but hands down, if you are a fan of tater tots like I am, okay, you know that there aren't a lot of places in town to get tater tots, okay? And I will tell you that the best place in Jackson to get tater tots is at Stockroom 601. They have mastered the tater tot game. Seriously, like I go for tater tots, crispy.
Yeah.
Tater tots crispy. And I sometimes show up, and that's what I have for dinner is an order of tots. And you can get them loaded, too. So sometimes, like if I'm really hungry, I'll get them loaded. But you can get them loaded. My favorite of the loaded ones is the one, like the barbecue.
The 601?
Yes.
With the pulled pork and barbecue sauce, Carolina Gold. And, yeah.
Yeah,
They're
those
tasty.
those are really, really good. But even just regular tater tots, and I know it sounds silly to like pick a restaurant based off of their tater tot game, but fried food, 601 has got fried food down. Seriously.
You know, that's who we were prior to me coming on. You know, there was a lot of fried bar food. And so, like, I didn't want to, I wanted to embrace that and embrace the history of the building and what they've been doing. And so you can take something as simple as fried food and elevate it and make it just gosh darn good.
And my second favorite has to be the pretzel.
The Park's Edge pretzel?
Yes, 100% has to be the pretzel with the cheese and the mustard. It is like as big as my head. It's supposed to feed, I think, multiple people. Like it's supposed to be a shareable, I'm going to guess.
Sure.
In my world, it's not usually a shareable. It's just dinner. We just call that dinner.
Yeah,
we don't judge.
The cool thing with that pretzel is I can cook it in like a minute and a half from frozen. Like it's yeah. It's little things like that, you know. But
it's so good.
And the beer cheese sauce and the ale mustard. Again, those are two items that we make from scratch.
Wow.
You know, regularly. So it's Chef Lynn has really helped me take it to a whole new level as far as food preparation is concerned.
I mean, everything that we've had on the menu has been good.
Awesome.
Whether it's the hot dogs or the tots or the appetizers, the sandwiches. We've had a couple of the sandwiches, the chicken salad sandwich. At lunchtime, the
fried green tomato BLT.
Fried green tomato BLT is the place to go. And if you didn't know, Stockroom's open for lunch.
We are.
A lot of people don't realize that they're open for lunch.
I think we started opening for lunch in January of this year. Maybe it was last. We've done so much that
it's all a blur.
It really is. It really is. Time flies when you're having fun, and I am. You know, like I love it. But yeah, the fried green tomato BLT was one of those things where I'm from Georgia. A lot of people know that about me. I moved to Ohio 3 years ago. But that was kind of one of the little things that I wanted to bring with me. I wanted something unique on our menu, and so we actually just started doing a fried green tomato appetizer as well.
I did not know that.
It's not on my menu yet, but it's one of those secret things that people who know. So now you know. But we serve it with pimento cheese. And it's so good.
Those
so
are like
tasty.
two of my favorite things.
Yeah.
I love that. I absolutely love that. And desserts as well. I mean, it's if you haven't been for a while, it's not just bar food. I mean, there is like the appetizer-y kind of stuff that you can get, but it is so much more than bar food. We eat there.
It's meals now. I mean, you get a side with your burger. You can go and, you know, we've got a kids menu. It's a place where you can bring your kids. You know.
Oh yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that too. We've taken our grandkids there.
I've got games for the kids that to occupy their time. You know, the way that we're trying to shape it is we want it to be a family friendly place where everybody can go and get a great meal, have a great time, and not break the bank. And I think that we're
100%.
I think that we're doing a really good job of walking that line. You know, on Friday and Saturday nights after 9 p.m., it's 18 and up because, you know, us adults want a place where we can go and not have to trip over children. I've done that a time or two. But, you know, and you know, we have fun, but it's not a wild, crazy dive bar setting like it used to be. And I think that's one of the Jackson's been really receptive to the changes that we've made, and we're going to keep going. It's going to be awesome.
You can tell I'm a big fan. We eat there probably at least twice a week, maybe more. Kind of depends on how the week is going.
Yep.
Our favorite night to go though has to be Thursdays.
Thursdays are fun.
So if you want to come visit, we're usually there on Thursdays.
I'm
Thursday nights. Thursday nights is the time to be there, just so you know. So Lori Graves, who is one of our hosts on one of our other Total Media radio stations up in Chillicothe. She's on Hank FM. A lot of people know her because of her comedy.
Yes.
And she is hilarious.
She is hilarious.
She is hilarious. So on Thursday nights, she is our guest, like every Thursday night.
We definitely put on a show. There's a lot of banter back and forth across the dining room. It's a lot of fun. Last night, too, was awesome.
So most Thursday nights, we're there for trivia.
And winners of which we actually increased that too. First place now of trivia team will win a $50 gift card, and second place wins a $25 gift card. So if you're smart, come play trivia. If you're not smart, come play trivia.
You know what? You don't have to be smart. You really just need to know. You had to for Lori stuff. You really have to kind of know TV and movies and
depends on the theme
some
that week.
Pop culture and stuff. It's really kind of all over the place. You don't have to be like book smart. You just kind of have to be aware of the last couple of decades kind of thing. So last night I wasn't there, but it was cops and robbers of TV and movies. I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it was questions everywhere from, Ocean's 11 to The Godfather. I mean, there was just all kinds of questions.
I saw there was a 21 Jump Street question because one of the other updates that Sean just made is that the question, so Lori reads the question, but the question actually shows up on the video monitors too. So if you're like talking to your table mates, like some people might do and have to keep asking for a repeat of the question, it's now up on the board so that Lori won't heckle you for asking over and over again to read the question again.
We just heckle her for heckling us.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
and it's bingo too. It's trivia and bingo. So if you're looking for bingo, there's a bingo aspect to the whole thing as well.
To be fair, it's illegal to do bingo in bars in Ohio, so we don't actually do bingo.
You just win. You know what? It's bingo numbers. It's bingo numbers. You don't actually win anything for the bingo. You don't win anything for the bingo. You just get some extra points. It's like a bonus game.
Yes,
it's bonus points. It's bonus points of trivia. We're not playing bingo for like money.
Yeah. Have to make sure I
Yes. But you know what's funny is we've been playing trivia there for the year since we got to Jackson, and
I think I actually met you at trivia.
Probably. Sean actually started not long before I got here, and when I got here was the first week of the new menu. Yeah, so I only know the new menu, so I'm lucky. But so fun fact, we have never bingoed and got extra points.
We haven't either.
And we have never won trivia. We are like Eric calls us the second place team. That's what we should make our name. We're the second place team. So up until like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
It was 3 weeks ago.
You only got
first place.
gift cards for first place. But now there's gift cards for second place as well. So what place did we come in? Third place.
That's awesome.
Of course.
That's awesome. Tell the universe.
But we do. We have a lot of fun. You play by table. It's just a lot of fun, and that is most Thursdays. But there is a special Thursday.
The second Thursday of every month is open mic comedy. It's fun. I put signs on the door that say explicit content. You might not want to bring your children here tonight because
it's a little more adult friendly.
When it's open mic, you never know what you're going to get. But it's pretty much always going to be funny. But yeah, that's why we only do it once a month.
And there's always a professional comic who closes the show. Yep. In addition to Lori. Lori usually does a little set. And then there's comics that come from like all over the place. They're not Jackson people. Actually, when it's Jackson people, it's like me or Brittany. Everybody else seems to come from.
I heard Matt McKee was going to be on this coming Thursday. That's what I heard.
I did not know that. Oh my gosh, I may have to do some recon on that one.
Exclusive content. You heard it here first.
He's been talking about it for for quite a while that he wanted to do it. So if Matt's going to be on, we will definitely update on that one. No,
Lori's got national roots in comedy, and she definitely knows how to get people on stage and bring people to Jackson that I don't think anyone else could get to come here. It's kind of awesome, that you're going to see people that you will see on a Netflix special in the future have taken that Stockroom stage, and that's pretty awesome to see.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's regulated. It's somebody from Columbus or somebody from Dayton or Akron or other cities that I don't even know because I'm still learning my tri-state area geography.
Same.
But
Same.
but it is always fun, and you get you get to see up and coming comics, people that are just trying stuff out. I got the first time I ever did comedy was on the stage at Stockroom, and
That was fun.
That was fun. It was just one of those things. It's like Brittany. It was kind of on the bucket list. Like, oh, that sounds like fun. I think I'll give that a try.
And then she kept doing it.
Yeah. Brittany is funny.
Brittany is hilarious.
If you have never seen Brittany Potter on stage, that is worth going on a comedy Thursday night, because Brittany's comedy is she has a very serious face, very serious demeanor. And then it's like dry comedy, and it is so funny.
You have to be able to appreciate dry comedy with her.
But she is so funny. She's so absolutely funny.
So with us growing trivia and comedy and things like that, we've also taken the route of going full service. Before, when you came to Stockroom 601, you would have to grab a menu, cross off a box and write what you wanted on it, get up out of your seat, take it to the bar. And from the day I started at Stockroom, I was like, this is just weird. Like, I don't like this. And so after we got the new menu launched, and I knew that the staff was, we got it. We can make this food. We can get it out quickly. You're not going to wait very long for food unless it's like crazy busy. And then it's not that long. But we also have people coming to your table and taking care of you, bringing you your beverages, bringing you food, taking your order, cashing you out of your table. You don't have to get up if you don't want to. And so that's something we've relatively recently added as well. And we keep getting busier and busier, and I'm keep having to bring on more and more staff. And so there's lots of new faces at Stockroom 601 now too.
Well, one of the things that we like is that Stockroom is one of the only places that's open late for food, because the kitchen stays open until an hour before close. And so it's 10
p.m. Monday through Thursday, and then kitchen's open until midnight Friday and Saturday.
So if you're at the Marquee for a show, or you went to the movies, or you work late, that's usually what happens to me, is I end up working late and I don't get out of here until like 7 or 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And then my only choice is fast food. And that's probably what I had for lunch. If I had lunch, I probably had fast food for lunch. And that's not what I'm looking for. And I left here one night, and it was about 9 o'clock at night. And to know that there was a place that I could go, that I could get good food. Somebody was going to serve. I mean, it was service. It wasn't go through the drive-through or run in and grab my food and eat it inside eat inside of a place. But it was hot, and it was good. It was fresh, and it was made for me. And there's comfort in that, especially if you have worked a really long day. There's just something about somebody else cooking for you and taking care of you that. It's just comforting, and the food is comforting too. So, and
if you don't even have to, you wouldn't even have to. You could get a DoorDash and not even have to leave if you didn't have time to. So
I know. In case you didn't know that, you can DoorDash. So if you're stuck in the office during the day and you would like your food DoorDashed, you can do that. If you're at home at night, if the weather is crummy,
I'm not gonna lie. I've actually DoorDashed from Stockroom because I didn't want to get dressed. Like, I just kept my pajamas on. Like, it's great.
So a lot of people don't realize that you can DoorDash. You can order online and come and pick it up too, right? So you can order ahead. So if you're running tight, just order your food ahead, run in and grab it yourself. If you're running down Main Street, last night was Sidewalk Market and movies at Manpower, and so that's a good opportunity. You can order ahead, take your full food out to the grass, and enjoy your dinner with your family and watch a movie. I mean.
Absolutely.
That would be a fun evening. For me, that would be a fun evening.
Absolutely.
So, kind of fun. And it's right there at Manpower. You
can
can park right there, grab your food, go watch this movie. So there's a lot of adult events. So we've talked about the family-friendly aspect, and it really is family-friendly. So if you know it as the lounge or the bar in Jackson, it really isn't anymore at all. There are other good lounges and bars in Jackson.
Absolutely.
And so if that's the vibe that you're looking for, there are other ones. But Stockroom really is a restaurant. Also has the bar too, so you can get pretty much any drink. Pretty much any drink you're looking for. They have the margarita slushy machine.
Yes, the frozen cocktails. We've got strawberry daiquiris, margaritas, and pina coladas.
So you can get boozy slushies.
Yeah.
Adult slushies.
They're kind of amazing.
Yes.
I spent almost a month perfecting those because
they are very tasty.
They're very tasty.
They are very, very
and
tasty.
And they are they'll sneak up on you. Yeah, like they don't taste very adult, but they are. They are.
So that was a fun addition too, was the adult slushies.
I've got, we serve 12 different types of wine now. I'm perfecting the cocktail list. I'm one of those people that I take my time planning and making sure that like the execution is going to work. I'm not going to put out a cocktail or a food item or anything that's going to take too long to make it. Because to me, that doesn't make sense. Whenever you want a cocktail, you want it relatively quickly. Yeah. So getting the parts in place to execute something like that, I spend my time and I do my research on. I'm not just going to be like, oh, here's a bunch of cocktails. It's going to take us 30 minutes to make. It makes no sense. So I've got a cocktail menu that'll be out in the next 2 weeks.
Fun.
I'm super excited about. A lot of people will be excited. I'm putting an espresso martini on the menu. There's a couple other fun things coming that I'm not going to disclose yet, but pay attention to our Facebook and you'll find them soon.
So, Adrian, we probably should do a word from our sponsors, and then we're going to come back and talk about the events, because the events are a lot of fun. It's not just trivia and comedy. There's a lot of stuff going on.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more, in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Okay, I just made Sean like almost spit out his drink. So that was kind of funny. So I can be funny too. You should come to comedy night. Actually,
she actually is. Like I got to give it to her.
I actually haven't done comedy for a while, so I might have to go back to doing that. I don't know.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I have to how do I put this? I have some pretty raging ADHD, and so I
think that's a problem of most folks in our age group.
So when Lori puts out the call for comedy, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it this month, and then I wait until like the day before, and Eric's like, hey, do you know what you're gonna talk about tomorrow night? I'm like, I have no clue at all. So it's like, yeah. So it's just pull from the bucket of
life.
Of life, basically. Yeah, you know what? I have this philosophy now. I mean, it's taken like 56 years to get here, but if you look at it the right way, it's much better to laugh at it than to sob uncontrollably. So you can sob uncontrollably first, and then like 20 years down the road, laugh about that stuff. So usually my comedy has a lot to do with like my kids growing up, or my husband and our renovation of the house, or the culture shock of moving to Jackson, Ohio. That's always a fun one, of when I learned something new about southeastern Ohio that I didn't know before.
I love it though. I love it.
It's
I really do.
It's taken a little bit, but it's grown on us. Yeah. I mean, I think that I acclimated to the environment a lot faster than people thought that I would. My family thought that I would be back in California pretty much within days. But I think that we've acclimated to it. I mean, overall, the people are just genuinely nice.
Yep.
I mean, there's really no other way to put it. The people are just genuinely nice. I've never been anywhere in the world, okay, not even just in the United States, anywhere in the world where a car will stop to let you go, okay? Not because, if I can put this way, not because traffic's like stopped ahead of them and they're letting you go out of a driveway. There'll be nobody in front of them. They'll just stop in the middle of the street and let you come out of the driveway. Yeah. I have never experienced that anywhere else in the world. Small town, big town. Seriously, no. It's not even a zipper action. They just stop. Okay, we'll just let you go. We're good. That is just so genuinely nice. I mean, there's no other way.
That's part of the reason I'm here. I mean, I would come up to Ohio and spend time with friends a couple weekends a year and fell in love with the weather and the people. And so here I am.
The weather, yeah. Well, you're from Atlanta, so yeah. So
we get 10 months of 90 degrees and 100% humidity. Like we actually get seasons here, and I love it. So
It is. It is so pretty.
my
I mean,
gosh,
it really
the,
is.
The snow in January and February, I was in hog
Stop
heaven. It was great.
Oh,
It was
stop.
so great. I
Oh,
loved it.
stop it. Oh, stop it. It was a little much.
No, it wasn't. It was a little perfect.
It was a little much. But yeah, I mean, you can't beat it. I mean, the people are so nice and accommodating and so welcoming. I mean, I don't know about you, but I mean, the people around here were just so welcoming.
Well, that's what made me move to Jackson in December. So yeah, because I mean, I'd been here for a year and had been getting involved in the community, and so finally decided I just wanted to make it home. So.
And it's a good place. It's a good place to call home.
And I've been fortunate where I'm in a position where I get to meet a lot of the community just through my job and through work and whenever you're in this industry and you've got plenty of time to interact and socialize, it doesn't feel like work so much as it feels like just being a part of something bigger than yourself.
You know what? I think that too. I meet a lot of people here. It's funny because I went to the Lions Club meeting the other day, and the lady goes, "I know you. I know you from the TV." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And yeah, people just randomly walk up to me and they're like, "Oh yeah, I recognize you from whatever," or and they just strike up a conversation. Everybody's your friend. So it's
When you're doing something you love, it's never work. So it's just a passion.
It is.
So,
It is.
yeah.
And I love it. So, adult-friendly activities. There are adult-friendly activities.
There are.
Here in Jackson, and things to do in the evening because a lot of stuff closes in the evening.
It does.
But 601 has stuff going on. So
We do. Wednesday nights are pool tournament, or you can win cash. Because it's a game of skill, it's not gambling.
Oh, and that's actually a good point because people ask. I've seen that on You're from Jackson. Is where can I go to play pool?
Yep. I will be one of the first places in Jackson to have some very, very high-end Vegas tournament tables installed in February.
Wow.
Again, one of those exclusive news here. You heard it first. I'll have Predator tables installed in February. And those are top of the line, super. They're the Porsches of pool tables. So I'm excited for that. But yeah, pool tournament every Wednesday evening. Keisha has been overseeing that since before I came around, and it's just one of those things where, it's working and it's fun, and why fix it? Because it doesn't need fixed. So it's going to stick around. Friday nights starting next week. I will be having karaoke every Friday night from 9 p.m. until it's over, or 2:30 a.m., whichever comes first.
Okay, so one of the things you don't want me doing
I want everyone to do it.
would be karaoke.
I hosted a lot of karaoke shows in Atlanta on top of running restaurants. It was just one of those things where, there is something so vulnerable about getting up in front of people that you don't know and singing that I think it's amazing. And so I will personally be hosting it and having a lot of fun with y'all when you come in on Friday nights and sing karaoke. I will be right up there singing terrible songs with you. Like, I am not going to be the guy laughing at you.
That's going to take a couple of adult slushies. Yeah. So maybe around midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Because I don't know most songs. I only listen. We talked about this one day. I really only listen to
Disney and Broadway. I'm sure
I listen to Disney and Broadway, and
there's nothing wrong with that.
And I listen to Matt and the Morning Crew on my way into work. But that's normally the talk time that they're doing their jokes and all of that kind of stuff. As many radio stations as we own, I really don't listen to a lot of radio. And then the songs I do know are I think they're old. They're more like oldies. But yeah, I guess I could get up there and belt Hamilton.
Look,
I could totally get up there and belt Hamilton. Seriously. Now if we're just talking about it, I could totally get up there and belt Hamilton tunes. So. But
I'm
Okay, Adrian and Liv are laughing at me right now, so we may have to have karaoke day. Here in the studio.
I break the ice of karaoke. I will get up there and sing before anyone else does. I'm a 6'4", 300-pound dude, and I'm up there singing "Be Our Guest" from Beauty and the Beast, just to break the ice.
Okay, but do you do the motions?
No, it's hard to do all that when you're holding a microphone and trying not to slip and fall. So, but
we might need to live stream these.
Licensing can't do that. But there's something about getting up there and just letting it all out and just having fun with it, and it encourages other people to have fun, and that's that's the heart of it to me, is making it fun. So if that means I have to demean myself, then that's what I'm going to do.
Well,
I'm really good at beauty.
One of my
so you should
favorite
come see
nights that we went out there was Session 5.
Yes.
Session 5 was there. They're a great band.
They are amazing.
And
Jordan Lombardo, and I forget the other gentleman's name who's also local. I'm not going to sit here and try to remember because I'm not going to remember it. But there's a couple local Jackson people who are in that band.
Yes, there's actually quite a few, and they were playing they had some extra brass members playing there as well. So
the Apple Tower of Power is what they call themselves.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you know Josh Willett
Yep.
from the movie theaters, from Tri-City, et cetera, he comes on, he talks about movies all the time. He's the morning crew on Matt and the Morning Crew, Big Papa. So he was playing that night. That's what he calls him. So, yeah. And then if you listen to the mornings, Matt,
I love it when you call me Big Papa. He does it. He does.
That is a guy. I love it when you call me Big Papa. That is their.
That is a direct Josh impersonation.
That is their shtick. And Dr. Brown, the optometrist on Main Street, also is in that band as well. So I'm like sitting there and I'm like, wait a second. Okay, so my vision's not very good, obviously, because that's why I go to Dr. Brown. And I'm like, Eric, I think that's our optometrist. And I'm friends with his wife. And so I'm on Facebook looking to see if she's like at Stockroom, and I just don't see her. And sure enough, they were at Stockroom that night because he was playing in the Apple
Tower of Power.
Apple Tower.
That's the horn section that Session 5 brings in pretty exclusively to Stockroom. I don't think they play with the Apple Tower of Power in other locations.
And it was good.
Yeah.
I mean, Session 5 is really good.
They are.
So we were, it was a couple of slushy nights. And so we were singing along and dancing and such. So you let your guard down. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a no judgment zone.
Seriously. Like
It's a no judgment zone.
There's no judgment, none of that drama. Like, we don't have time for it.
No, just a lot of fun.
It's just fun.
We just were having a lot of
just
fun.
It
is. So
all I want.
that's on Friday nights. Friday nights is going to be karaoke.
Well, except for once a month we'll be doing the Rocktail Hour. Right. And that's the 19th of this month. WYRO?
Yes. Pure Rock.
Pure Rock.
YRO.
I was like, don't want to mess those letters up.
No, Pure Rock Jackson, WYRO.
Yep. They will have a DJ there broadcasting live. It's a classic rock dance party thing going on. Drink specials, food specials. I can't tell you about them, but you can come find out on our Facebook. But yeah, lots of fun there.
So yeah, if you're looking for something, I mean, there's nothing going on the 19th.
Nothing going on, no.
There's nothing going on the 19th of this month at all. But if you want to take a break from Apple Festival and come on down, because it runs late.
It does.
Yeah.
That goes from 9 p.m. to midnight.
Yeah.
No, 10 p.m. to midnight.
Yes.
Because football.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come after the game. It's a fun place to kind of hang out after.
Speaking of the games, I do have a lot of the local games on TV. Jackson will always have sound on, so if you don't want to go out to the stadium, you want to go someplace where you can enjoy a adult slushie and some great food.
Or not be run over by children.
That too. We always have those games up on our TVs as well, and the Jackson games will always have sound. So there's that. And now we're open during the day on Saturdays.
Okay.
So that was not an option last year. We actually had a noon OSU game this last week where we were open for it for the first time. So that's a good feeling too. And then Saturday nights we do ladies' night, which is all kinds of awesome food and drink specials for the ladies. We have a DJ come in, play all the great music that the ladies love to dance to. So there's always something going on. it's amazing, but it's
a lot of fun.
It is. And just like I said, we're just going to keep growing and keep doing what we do and keep making it fun. That's what it's all about.
So the only day that you can't go to Stockroom is on
Sundays.
Is unfortunately the only day that you can't go.
For now.
Ooh.
That's a long time off.
But I mean, they do need a day off. I mean, let's give them a break. Okay, they work really, really hard.
Yeah.
And so they do deserve a day off. So especially, I mean, they're open late. I mean.
And that's not including Parks Edge, because we all do Parks Edge Event Center as well.
So I'm sure most of you have been to Parks Edge for some sort of event, whether it was a wedding or a community event. whatever. I mean, it's a great event space. And if you're looking for a place to hold your wedding or big meeting,
Corporate
large
meetings,
meeting.
holiday parties.
Oh, holiday parties. I didn't even thought about that.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, I've got lots of people who
yeah.
are booking holiday parties with me.
And the food is good.
We
Like,
also
the
do
food is good.
full scale catering. Chef Lynn is amazing at feeding 3 people or 300 people. So yeah, we do all that too.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in that building.
I don't like to be bored, so we stay busy. And we run that restaurant and event center with just 12 people. It's me and 11 others. Yeah, that's it. That is it.
Were you set up last night at the movies? I know
No,
you did
I did not.
the time before that. So
No, unfortunately, we had to cancel last night because several of my staff members are not feeling so great.
yeah, there's this thing going around. You said you hadn't been feeling well.
Yep.
Yeah, it's made its way through the plaza.
Yep.
I think we've all kind of had the creepy crud, and
I'm one of those people. I'm very big on if you're not feeling well, you stay home. You're not coming to work. I'm not going to make you work. I'm not trying to get sick. So
well, especially in food service, we don't want to be
Absolutely.
we don't really want to be getting other people sick. So
too many people do that though.
yeah, no,
I'm
you
not
don't-
that person.
Yeah, you don't want your server coughing on you and
Nope.
stuff. It's it's really not good for business. So, and we care about them. You care about your employees.
I do.
Yes, because
absolutely do.
healthy employees come back to work the next day.
And happy ones do too.
Yes.
So
Yes, and they are. I mean, it is really good service. We haven't had bad service. We haven't had bad food. So
yeah, it's we're not always going to get it right, but I'm going to do whatever I can to make people happy, make sure they're having fun. So
and like I said, best tots. I mean, seriously.
of all the things on my menu, she's going for the tots.
Because they're the best, I'm telling you. I have my reasons for certain things, and like I am a Coke girl. And that's a challenge here in Jackson, and I understand the reasons why and everything. But
I'm an Atlanta guy, so of course I prefer Coca-Cola.
yeah,
However,
so it's a challenge. But and same thing. I am a tater tot girl. I love tater tots. Of all the ways that you can eat potatoes, and I love most ways that you can eat potatoes, tater tots are my favorite. And when I say crispy tater tots, they actually come out hot and crispy. I mean, the other place in town that I know that sells tater tots that I also go to has a drive-through,
I'm trying to I don't know.
the only other place in town that I can find tater tots is at Sonic.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And even when you ask for them crispy, I'm sorry, Sonic, they don't always come out crispy. So when I ask for crispy tater tots at Stockroom, they always come out crispy. And
I think the key to that
that makes me feel good. So yeah.
the key to that is we make them to order. You know, a
That
lot
would
of
make a big
places.
difference. That would make a
a
big
lot
difference.
of places don't, and we're not. We hand cut our fries, and we only cook enough for the order that we're preparing. So we don't have fries sitting in a window, just getting cruddy. Like we're not going to do that, nor would we serve that. So it's just those little. It's the devil's in the details. It's those little attentions to detail that I think set us apart.
And it is as close to what I feel the closest to like homemade, like what I'm going to get in my kitchen. And so if I'm going to eat away from home, especially late at night, I do want something that's going to be comforting, that is the way I expect it to come out. And I think there's something about that I know what's going to come out, and I know I'm going to enjoy it. It's like a safe food,
It is.
especially when you kind of need that. It's a safe food.
And the
so.
menu is diverse enough that there's something for everyone.
Oh gosh, yeah. Whenever we sit at the table, I don't think two people order the same thing.
Yeah.
Unless you're ordering the Cora, which is Cora's chicken sandwich, but which is not on the menu, but. Occasionally, we all end up ordering
But
the Cora.
that's another great thing about us too, is that we're willing to accommodate. We're not going to look down our noses at you because you want to substitute something. We will do what we can to make you happy. If you've got dietary restrictions, we will do what we can to work with that.
Well, the other day, I told you I wanted a breakfast sandwich. I just wanted a breakfast sandwich, and it was like 8 o'clock at night. And where are you going to go to get a breakfast sandwich aside from at home? And I'm not going to, fry up bacon and fry up eggs and do the whole thing at 8 o'clock at night. That's just not going to happen. And so I asked Sean, would it be possible? I know you have all of the components to be able to do this. Can I get a sandwich that just has egg and bacon and cheese on a pretzel bun? He's like, yeah,
Yes.
of course you can. As long as we have all the pieces, sure, you can have whatever you want. Yeah. So that and crispy tots was my dinner that night, and I can't say enough good things about 601. So, and if Chef Lynn, this is like a plea, if Chef Lynn brings back the bread pudding,
that's going on. So
that would be, you guys got to go.
One of the challenges of my position is that I don't have enough time to sit and plan and do things that I want to do. I've got 8 million ideas, but actually getting them to a point of execution, it's hard. But bread pudding is going on the next menu, to be determined of release. But I don't know what's going to launch, but it's going on the menu.
So good. She was trying it out last year, and during the fall and winter, it was so good.
We are going to be doing another apple bread pudding during Apple Festival. I know we're doing that for sure because I've already kind of demanded it.
It was so good. I mean,
it was that good.
You have a lot of choices for apple desserts during Apple Festival. This one would definitely be in my top 2.
Yep.
If not my top 1. It was seriously that good.
I'd never had bread pudding until I moved to Ohio.
You know what? Eric doesn't like bread. Eric doesn't like bread pudding,
good.
And he ate it.
Good.
So because he doesn't like things that are like custardy and stuff.
But this one isn't really too custardy.
It wasn't.
We
so
don't.
he really liked it, and he's pretty picky. So yeah, he's going to say he's not picky. He's going to text me and say I'm not picky, but he is kind of picky. But no, it is really, really good. So if you see the bread pudding on the menu or on a special. You make a trip just for that, even with that and tots. I mean, maybe a pretzel too. So you still doing happy hour? You still doing happy hour?
2 to 5 every weekday. $10 buckets, half off appetizers. Yeah. If you haven't seen our menu, go to www.stockroom601.com.
If you don't follow them on Facebook, all the stuff is on Facebook, and he posts pictures of the food and specials, and I mean he's really busy, and events and all sorts of stuff that's going on over at the restaurant. So so be sure to follow them.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be doing another gift card giveaway this month online with some different requirements, so pay attention for that.
Oh, and I do the Stockroom Stumper on KOV too. So if you listen to Matt and the Morning Crew, you have a chance of winning a gift card there too.
I think that was actually how we started getting a lot of people who have never been there in there, was through that. So it's been really good.
Once you try it.
It's something I don't plan on changing with the Stockroom Stumper.
So fun.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
I get to talk about food. I love talking about food.
We'll see you for lunch in a couple hours.
Probably.
We open at 11 a.m.
Probably. So here we go. Because Eric's out of town. Eric's in California. And so, hey, Eric, because I know you're watching. And so he's not here to cook for me.
Wait.
So, I mean, I'm going to have to.
Eric, I have so much more respect for you now.
You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
I don't cook. I don't cook. No, nobody needs me to cook. No.
It's funny.
Last night I had bananas.
Running a restaurant, I very, very, very rarely cook. Like in the restaurant or at home, it's just one of those things.
Well, now that the kitchen is done, he has just been cooking like crazy.
That's awesome.
And but when he's not in town, I eat a lot of cereal and
Stockroom 601
cookies and stuff that I probably shouldn't be eating. And I eat out.
Yeah.
So 601, that's where I'll be.
Awesome.
So thank you.
Thank you.
I likely will see you in a couple of hours.
Awesome.
And be sure to check it out, especially if you haven't been there ever or in a very long time. Give them a try. I mean,
even if it's been a year, so much has changed. Even in the last 6 months, so much has changed.
But definitely in the last like about a year and a half-ish or so.
Yeah.
Because since I got here, we got here in June, and that was the first week of the new menu. I remember that.
Because I launched it on June 2nd of last year.
And that's about when I started.
Yep.
I started on like June 1st.
It's crazy how you remember things like that. Like just the date. That's one of the things I remember.
It's memorable because I rolled into town. So, I mean, it's got to be memorable.
Yep. That's why I remembered it.
Yes, that's exactly why he remembers. Of course it is. So Jeremiah is here, and he has got news, probably some Ohilco updates. Yeah, he's shaking his head, yeah. So we're going to hear what's going on around town from Jeremiah right after a word from our sponsors.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
And we are back with Jeremiah with our Ohilco update for Friday.
I am back.
It's Friday
It
already.
is Friday.
It's Friday.
But I gotta work. I gotta work tomorrow, so like this is Thursday for me, I guess. Which we did have Monday off.
Yes, we did.
So and then
Yes.
I was off on Tuesday. So
Okay.
but I still kind of got a
Yeah, I know.
4-day work week though. So
Yeah.
even though I was off.
Yeah.
Thursdays.
We all end up working way beyond the 5. So
Right.
none so much more as our Telegram news staff that I'm sure you notice are everywhere at like all hours. Like, yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
like nighttime and Jeremiah's posting from something and we're like, oh my gosh, it's like 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Or early in the morning or, on a Saturday or a Sunday. So,
The news doesn't sleep.
the news doesn't stop.
Yeah.
And football games don't stop either, Jeremiah.
That is the season.
Yes. So yes, we are go 24/7 around here. So
Yeah.
So what was going on at Ohilco yesterday?
So I got up there yesterday evening. It was around 5:30. The first royalty contest started around 6, and they, like we talked about yesterday, they stacked them up. They were in succession. You had your Little Miss, and then your Junior Miss, and then the Miss contest all back to back. Wasn't too bad. Them having all 3 on one night. Like I said, started about 6. I took my last picture at 9:30. So on the time frame on the schedule, they had it was like 6 and then 7 and then 7:45 was the start times, and they weren't off by too much.
Okay.
Maybe 15, 20 minutes passed. So it wasn't too bad. I've been to worse over the years.
So how many contestants were there, like total?
Altogether?
Yeah.
Let's see. There was 17. You're going to have to help me with math.
Okay. I
So
can math.
17, and then 7.
Okay, 24.
And then 7.
31.
So 31 altogether
So 31 girls.
over the course of those
A couple of hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I didn't think that was too bad.
Okay.
Especially when you get to the bigger girls, because they're asking more questions and they have more to say than maybe the little girls do.
I would think so.
So, but last night, those were the contests, and they narrow it down from those pool girls to your finalists, your top 3. Okay, and we have pictures of each of those that we can show. So we'll start with the Little Miss, and here are in the seated. That is your finalists for 2026, because they're crowned at the end of the 2025
Okay.
festival. So they will actually start their reign. They'll be crowned on Saturday, but I don't think they start like traveling until like October though.
Okay.
They kind of let the other girls kind of finish out. So like I think during the Apple Festival, you'll actually see the 2025 court there.
Okay.
But then next year's girls will, get to do it next year. But in the picture here, I do have everybody's names. So like I said, there was 17 contestants in the contest. The MC, they always try to get a former queen or somebody that was on the court to MC. And last night, the MC for the Little Miss was Chloe Wilbur, and she served as the 2022 Wellston Ohilco Festival Queen. And quick story about her, that's kind of funny. She come on stage, and they announced her as the 2022. She said, I was actually the 2023. And then her mom, you could hear her mom in the crowd, no, you were the 2022. And then later at intermission, she had to come back out and suck it up and apologize to her mother and say, I was the 2023 or 2022. Let it be on the record that my mother is correct.
Okay, so I have, this is funny. This is a side note. I have a sign on the wall that says, OMG, my mom was right about everything.
Yeah. So that's how it was last night.
Don't doubt your moms.
Don't doubt your mom.
Don't doubt your moms.
But in the picture here, seated, that is your top 3 finalists. And from the left, you have Aaliyah Rusk. Hold on. I'm on the big girls. Little Miss is down here. So from the left, that is, and this is funny, there's 2 girls that got named finalists that have the same first name.
Okay.
And spelled the same way, too.
Okay.
So from the left, that's Avery Nunley. And then you have Allie Atwood and then Avery Ray. And so I thought that was kind of unique that out of those 17 girls, they ended up with 2 Averys. And then standing behind, that is your 2025 Little Miss Ahilco Festival royalty. From the left, that is first attendant Isabella Bright, Little Miss Queen Blakely Williams, and second attendant Aubrey Perkins. So they were the court that was crowned at the end of last year's festival, and they've reigned throughout this festival, and they'll give up their crowns on Saturday night at 10:30. So
late night.
Yes, it is late night.
Late.
Go ahead and put the junior miss up. All right, and you can tell it's getting darker. The sun's gone down, and I hate the lights on the stage down there. The next picture's even like some of the girls are a little washed out. Even when you try to play with it, you just can't help it. But here is your junior miss finalist, and there was 7 contestants that competed. This is your final 3. The MC for that one was Briley King. Her maiden name was Lusk, so it was Briley Lusk, and she was the 2017 Wellston Coal Festival queen. So she was queen back when it was still the Coal Festival, which it was for a number of years before they changed it back. So it was a Ahilco and then Coal, and then they changed it back to a Ahilco. And so seated there from the left, that is Kennedy Smith, Jalea J. and Molly Dupree. And then standing behind, that'd be your 2025 Junior Miss Ahilco Festival royalty. First attendant, Catherine Mannering. Junior queen, that's Kalia Cardwell. And second attendant, Macy Thompson. And then if we get the last picture up there, so. And then this is your Miss finalist. And Miss King, she was the MC for the junior and the Miss.
Okay.
And we had 7 contestants in the Miss. And there was, I think, 8 signed up for the junior, but only 7 competed. So somebody must have dropped. So in the seated there, that is Aaliyah Rusk, Alexis Hellman, and Abigail Cooper. And then standing behind, that is your 2025 Miss Ahilco Festival royalty. From the left, that's first attendant Kate Wilbur, queen Brenlyn Denny, and second attendant Olivia Taylor. So congratulations to all those ladies on getting into the finals. And then on Saturday night at 10:30, half an hour before the close of the festival, they'll bust the envelopes open and find out who got what. They always start with second attendant and work their way down to queen. So it's always a big surprise. And there's always,
So if you're not out at Ahilco tomorrow night at 10:30, but you want to know who your Ahilco royalty is for the coming year, go to the telegramnews.com or Jeremiah's Telegram News Facebook page as well. And
I should be streaming it.
Okay.
I have plans to stream it, and we will post a photo of the winners. I usually do a group. I try to do a group of all 9 together. So we'll have that posted too.
And congratulations to all of the young ladies on their achievement into the royalty court, whatever position they take for the following year. They are your Ahilco royalty court for 2026.
Yes.
So thank you, Jeremiah. And
So I'll give my seat up to Pete so he can
And-
give you some news updates.
and Pete is here, and he's going to let us know what's going on around Jackson and Vinton. We'll do a little awkward change. That's all. Hey, Pete.
Hey there, how we doing?
It's Friday. It's a good day.
Everybody loves Friday, don't they?
And you're wearing your red, so
Right.
we know Jackson's at
We
home.
know we got a ball game. We'll get to that real quick in our truncated news report here because we always got to give time to the Ohilco Festival, which is going real good so far. Today at the Ohilco Festival, Cheryl, it's Youth Day. And they always do a pep rally, the band, the cheerleaders, the football team is there because, of course, Friday is always a football night. So that will be at 1:30 p.m. I know Red Thompson Jr. will be over there to get into the festivities, but the kids have a real good time there. The adults do too. And unfortunately, they call the Friday night football game the Ohilco Bowl for obvious reasons. Unfortunately, they're scheduled to be on the road, so it's all the way at South Point tonight, but there is a ball game. And that is the Ohilco Bowl, unofficially. All right, also tonight, the big entertainment. And this is always very good because they have kind of set the prize, the cash prize is high, so it attracts a good amount of participation. A karaoke contest. Now, a lot of festivals and events have karaoke contests, but this is one of the better ones that you'll find. And that is the main entertainment, the Veteran Stage tonight. That'll be at 7:30 p.m. Each contestant will get to perform 2 songs. And, of course, you find out just how much talent there is around. It gives a lot of those talented people that, can't pursue a career or whatever a chance to be on stage. And so that is always very good. Also, the radio, by the way, we should let everybody know, is always at the festival each day. I was told that instead of 2 to 4, it might be 12 to 2 today.
Okay.
Because of the Youth Day activities kind of sync with that. Tomorrow is the finale day for the festival. It's always the biggest one. Starts real early with a lot of activities. The car and motorcycle show registration starts as early as 9 a.m. The winners will be announced around 3 o'clock or somewhere in there. And that will they will be, all those classic vehicles will be stretched out all along Broadway Street there on the edge of the festival. There's also the Touch-A-Truck today on Saturday from 12 to 2. That's always a nice event. That is usually over there at the Wellston Fire Station along 2nd Street. There will also be Queens, we call it Queens Day because they have a big luncheon for all the Queens that are coming to be in the parade that evening. And they do that over at the St. Peter and Paul Parish Hall. And that is by invitation only because, of course, by the time that you have the Queens and their chaperones in there and all like that, it is a full house there. But it is a very nice event. Never seen so many lovely girls in one place all dolled up. So very, very nice. And they will go out, and they usually go out and line dance before the parade, have a little bit of fun, have a big group picture there at the city building. And then, of course, they'll be in the hometown, or not the hometown parade, it's called the Grand Finale Parade that steps off at 6:30 p.m. Announcements after the parade, and then the main entertainment on Saturday night is going to be a group from Fort Wayne, Indiana called Attaboy. That will be at 8 p.m. on the Veterans Stage. And then, of course, I think probably Jeremiah mentioned this when he introduced or announced the names of the Queen finalists. At that time, at 10:30 p.m., just before the festival closes at 11, the suspense will be ended when they announce who the Queen and the first and second attendants are for each of those groups, the Miss, the Junior Miss, and the Little Miss. Okay, a big news story we want to tell you about is we learned yesterday that the previous day, the current school board president for the Wellston Board of Education, Terry Gill, and he has been on the school board for a lot of years, and he's been the board president for many of those years. He was going to run, he's one of 9 candidates, 8 or 9 candidates that was going to run for school board this fall for the Wellston City Board of Education. After successfully filing his petition, he decided this past Wednesday officially to withdraw. He turned in his notification Wednesday. We've got it reported. It will be on the radio today and in the paper on Saturday. And we're telling our Main Street TV audience. But Terry Gill has withdrawn. That is big news because he's been on the school board for so long and he has been a leader on the school board. And he was very frank about the reason. Of course, everybody wants to know, well, why are you doing this? He gave this quote: "We're allowing district people to run good people off." Now, that could be a reference to the superintendent not being rehired. The superintendent, Dr. Brian Rao, did resign, but the word was that he was going to resign because he maybe didn't have the votes for to be renewed as superintendent. And he also said, Terry Gill did, "And there have been decisions made by the school board, then changes are made when we vote in public, and I really just don't want to be a part of it." This doesn't feel good about the divisions and the disagreements on the school board, and that is probably why there are so many people running for the Board of Education.
So how many people does that put on the ballot for that race?
Well, now with his withdrawal, there is a field of 6 candidates. There would have been 8 or 9, but at least one of the would-be candidates had their petitions invalidated for some defect in there. So the persons that are still on the ballot are the 3 incumbents. There's 3 seats. There's 5 seats, but there's 3 that are on the ballot. They always stagger the terms. So this year there's 3 seats. The 2 incumbents, Roger Rader and John Jackson, are running. The 3rd incumbent, Terry Gill, has decided not to run. The other challengers are Sharon Brenner. She happens to be the wife of Wellston Mayor Anthony Brenner, Joel Eisnagel, Jamie Hilton, Betty Jenkins, who was on the Board of Education, decided to step down after serving for a couple terms. She wants to run again.
Okay.
So that is 6 candidates running for 3 spots. So we will see what happens there.
That sounds like that's a pretty good field. So
Absolutely.
hopefully they get 3 good school board members.
Right. Well, it's always good to have competition. That makes you
yes.
better. It's good.
Oh, yes.
It's good that the voters have a choice, and they certainly will in the race this year for those 3 school board seats in Wellston. The Ohio Department of Transportation tells us that their announcement said that as of yesterday, can't confirm that this is happening because sometimes the schedules and the announcements don't jive, but a resurfacing project is supposed to have started yesterday on State Route 93 between the village of Oak Hill and Sternberger Road. Sternberger Road, maybe 3 or 4 miles up the road from Oak Hill on the north side, but obviously a lot of traffic on State Route 93 between Jackson and Oak Hill. The good news is that they will be maintaining at least 1 lane open. So there's going to be no detour involved, but you need to slow down because it will be, while they're working, only 1 lane will be open. Football, real quickly, got to tell you about that. Yes, the red shirt is on. The Ironmen are home, and it is a big one. 2 of the better teams in southeastern Ohio, and this is not boasting, it's the truth. The Jackson Ironmen and the Wheelersburg Pirates. Both of them have been excellent teams. They've been in a non-conference series rivalry for years. It can go back and forth. They are coming to town tonight. The Pirates are. Guess what? They're undefeated. Our Ironmen are undefeated.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens. But that game time is 7:30 p.m. by the way.
Yes.
Most games are at 7, but they moved these 2 early games at home from 7 to 7:30, probably because of the heat as it is. We don't have that much heat, but you have to make a guess. You don't know. If you wait around, it'll change. But also, speaking of time, the Oak Hill Oaks are home for the first time, and they will be playing Rock Hill, which is a long-time non-conference rival for them. Guess what? They moved that game to 6 o'clock.
Yes,
right,
I saw that.
Instead of 7. And the reason, people say, well, why did they do that? Because they looked at the weather and thought they were going to be a rainstorm tonight. The latest thing I saw is that we won't have a rainstorm tonight, but regardless, they're starting at 6 o'clock. Now, when we look at our phone, as soon as we go off the air, maybe there will be a forecast for rain. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, regardless, they're kicking off at 6 o'clock. Benton County will be on the road at Trimble. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. there. And the Wellston Golden Rockets will be making, as we said, that long trip to South Point.
Yes.
They will be, their kickoff is at 7 p.m. All of these games are on our local radio stations. They'll be streaming from Jackson. We'll be streaming from Oak Hill as well. Mm-hmm. And of course, you can catch the game on the radio or, of course, through the app as well.
Yes.
You don't have to be, within range of our towers now with the way the technology is. And so, of course, the Telegram will be staffing some of the games. We'll be following up on the ones that we're not at because we can't stretch that far. But we'll make sure we get all that information out and get as many games as we can web in the wee hours. So there you go. Lots more that I could tell you, but you know what? We have run out of time. The bells are ringing.
Well,
Adrian's giving me the...
there is a lot going on this weekend, starting tonight with football Friday night. We have football tomorrow in town with Rio.
Rio, yes, I should have mentioned that. 3:30 p.m., Georgetown, Kentucky coming. And I tell you what, Rio Grande maybe lost that football game, and maybe it wasn't close, but there was a lot of excitement around there. And I heard even last weekend, the advanced ticket sales were good for this game. And, hopefully, the forecast tomorrow isn't the most favorable one there, but as we said, it may change.
Well, if you want to go catch a college football game, you don't have to go very far. You don't have to have that hour and a half drive.
Right, great venue.
It's less expensive, and it's at a great venue because it's at Alumni Stadium right now. So
right,
you don't have to go
and
very
if
far.
you're not a football fan, you got the cheerleaders, you got the band, you got all kinds of great concessions.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that feel. It's fall. It's college football season.
It is, and nothing like it. Football is football in America. Football everywhere else is soccer.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And you can catch that here too, by the way. We just call it soccer.
And we stream those as well. We're streaming boys and girls soccer this season. We didn't do that last year, but we are covering some of the boys and girls soccer games from Jackson High School. So if you are a soccer fan, you can watch soccer on our YouTube as well this year.
Okay.
So there's a couple of yard sales going on. Adrian, I sent you some pictures. This is the Women's Club yard sale. So this is.
Look at all that.
There is so much.
That merchandise.
There's so much stuff, Pete. Oh my gosh.
I guarantee you, even if you're not, one of the yard sale aficionados, if you would go by one of these things, one of these events, and see, I guarantee you there'll be something there you
It's
want.
like a 4-car garage completely filled from wall to wall. I'd never seen so much stuff in my life, and it is priced incredibly well. So when I dropped off my stuff yesterday, Eric, I hope you're not listening anymore, because I came home with a couple of things. So, which is always what happens.
Well, that's what happens.
And I drop stuff off at the thrift store. I always end up coming home with something. It's self-defeating. But but there is a lot of stuff. It's all priced to go, and it's whether it's the Humane Society or the Women's Club yard sale, the money is staying here in our community to fund either the care of animals or scholarships or other charities within the Jackson area. So be sure to stop by one of them or both of them and support our local service agencies.
Absolutely.
So thank you, Pete.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Cheryl, for sitting in all week for Jennifer.
Yeah.
We rolled right along there, didn't we?
There we go. And we will be back here on Monday with author John Pariseau. He is a local author. He grew up in Wellston. He was on a couple of months ago to talk about his book, and he's going to come back with some updates. So we will talk to him on Monday. You have a great weekend. I think we're going to have some good weather, hopefully. It sounded like it's going to cool down a little bit, and hopefully we can go rain-free at least during the games. And so have a good weekend, be safe, and we'll see you back here on Monday. Hi, everyone.